Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chilled here, and well, this is Katawa Shoujo, as we know, and I don't have technically 100,000 sub video yet because, I didn't think it would ever happen. I'll take the high road. I didn't expect it, guys. I didn't know. No, I knew it was eventually going to happen, and thank you for the continued support, and thank you for the much extreme dedication to the channel. It brings a tear to my eyes. It brings a warm, fuzzy feeling to my heart. And I do mean that, because it's not a milestone a lot of people get to experience. I think at this point, maybe like only 1,500 people have experienced that out of 6 billion in the world. So that makes me feel really awesome and very, very revered, and ultimately very comfortable with you guys and speaking my mind. And you guys, of course, listening and being there. So thank you for that. I will try and get something out tomorrow as a more formal thank you or a formal video. Although I am going to be a little busy this week. I'll get everything up. My sister's coming up from Florida for the week. I haven't seen her in a year or so. So I'm going to be a little busy and stuff like that. But doesn't mean I won't be giving up on the internet. Because the internet never gave up on me. Unless I posted Metal Slug X a while ago and no one watched that. That's giving up on the internet. But let's continue. This may be a little bit short part because Z is actually waiting for me as we speak to continue playing Torabash. We are learning how to be skilled warriors of the dojo. And through that dojo, I will train to become a master. With my sword in one hand and my shield in the other, I will strike blows upon thee. But we're not doing it now. We're playing Katawa Shoujo. Feeling better, I take it. She was under the weather, and she's still a little crazy. A raised eyebrows reward for my speaking. Better than what? I like that voice. Sorry. But better than you felt yesterday. And, you were sick. I was just here to comfort you. I'm a good person, Rin. You may be evil, but I'm a good person. That's how we roll. Rin gives my question some serious thought. Oh, does she? Well, Rin, do you seriously feel better? She's gonna give me some philosophical answer. I'm not sure. I think I might have felt rather good for some of yesterday, but it's all fuzzy. Well, you know what, Rin? I don't even want to. It's a formality. I'm being formal by saying, hey, do you feel better? That's me saying, being nice. You don't have to give me the fucking 411. Sometimes I feel like that happens too much in life when you literally have it like, hey, what's up? And the other person replies, hey, how you doing? That literally, there was no fucking exchange of information there. No. You asked, hey, what's up? He didn't answer. And he replied with, hey, how you doing? And you didn't answer. It's literally like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Good? Okay, cool. That's it. Nothing was exchanged. It's a formality. It's just a way of life. That's what I'm trying to do, Rin. I don't really care that much. God. Too much cold medicine? I guess I do kind of care. Well, maybe I care with friends. But like with random people, and Rin's a stranger. She's fucking crazy. Well, I was asleep, and that usually is pretty good. You would know that, but you don't sleep at night because you could potentially die at any given time. But I can't remember what it feels like to be asleep because I'm not conscious for it. You see, I'm a smart person. It's a real problem. Oh, then again, if I knew how good it felt, I might not be asleep anymore. But this way I keep trying, so I guess that's how I could keep coming back from overtired. Which I don't even know what the hell she's saying anymore. An eternal mystery to keep you sleeping at night. That is what keeps me up at night. Maybe mystery is the wrong word. Intangibility might be the proper way to describe it. As in it has nothing there, as in there's nothing, as in your arms are intangible. I cannot see them, I cannot feel them, I cannot touch them. My dreams are like your arms. Essentially, you're insulting me, Rin. I see. I see. No, I don't see at all. I have no idea what she's talking about, but that's okay, since I really do. See, I'm just being a nice guy. See, Hisao, you're just rolling with it. Do you remember what sleeping feels like? No, you never remember yourself falling asleep. You just remember wanting to fall asleep and waking up. And that's the weirdest thing about life. You never remember the things you want to remember. You remember how they lead up to it and the aftermath of it. At least that's how I see it. I can never remember the actual actions, either the right before and the right after. Maybe because your mind is too much involved in the action, it blanks it out. And thank God, because God, if we remember childbirth, although that's weird, I think our minds aren't developed enough, our brain per se, to store the memories of when we were younger. Because the youngest memory I have is when I was like 3 years old, and that's it. I don't remember anything before that, and thank God I fucking don't, because wouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's what would keep me up at night. Like yesterday. Do you remember what you felt like sleeping yesterday? Well, I actually didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday. I was having a sexy time. Sexy time. Okay, so I wasn't really having a sexy time. I was pretending in my head to have a sexy time. Kenji came in, and it was not good. Maybe that's because you remember subconsciously. Actually, I was worrying about Emmy. I cared about my friends, just like I thought I was caring about you until you went all nuts and psycho. Doesn't Emmy worry about herself? I hadn't considered that, but it gives me pause. Well, yeah, someone can worry about themselves, but if you worry about them too, it's like a total worry fest. And which is okay, because then, like, you know, everyone's worrying about them, and then you have double the worry and double the hope. True, but would she ask for my help if she needed it? Huh? That's the worry that I was giving her. Rin frowns and I raise an eyebrow. Will I get a proper answer? Probably not. If there's something she should be asking help with, her leg for starters, you know, she doesn't have them. That's a good place to start for help. Seems to catch Rin's interest. Leg? It's hurt, but she won't see the nurse about it. She doesn't have a leg to hurt. She has a stub and a prosthetic. Her mouth. Rin shakes her head in disapproval. You have to bake her. Like, she makes me go to class for her own good. Otherwise, she could lose her legs again. And that's just too weird. How do you lose what's not there? Losing things twice. Especially if you don't find them again to begin with. Unless prosthetics are the same as finding something. But there's a different kind of lost, isn't it? I think so. I don't know. I wonder about this a lot. Well, wonder what? Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna nod my head in approval, like, yeah, I wonder sometimes too. Emmy seems to have snuck up on Rin and I, though Rin doesn't seem especially surprised, which in itself is unsurprising, I suppose, since it's being Emmy at her Emmyiest, which is very Emmy-ish, I think. Oh, shit. Rin manages to sit herself upright, quite expertly, throwing her upper body forward and using her momentum to right herself, like a little, like, rocking ball. Like, you ever have those things like a weeble wobble weebles, but it never wobbles over? Oh, yeah. I fucking got that right. Like a pro. Like an American pro. Like a world pro. Like a world scholar. Your leg, how's it feel? That earns me a frown and a bit of a glare. There's like the certain buzzwords, like, hey, you look kind of sick today. Bad word. Your hair is very fritzy. I think I've told you guys this story. In 10th grade, cute girl I was talking to, and we were talking back and forth, and she asked me, you know, hey, how does my hair look? And I didn't know that saying, like, someone's hair looks frizzy is bad at that time. I guess I was pulling a sap, socially awkward penguin, and I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, your hair looks frizzy. And I didn't know, but now thinking about it, that just sounds like a dumb way to say something. I should have been like, oh, the hair looks good. So I said frizzy, and she just looked at me. She gave me, like, a glare. I was like, frizzy was probably not the right word to use. So I'm like, not like frizzy, bad frizzy, like a good frizzy. Like, hey, you stuck your finger in the electrical socket, frizzy. Psst. See, it just... There was no way working myself out. I already had the death glare. It's okay, I think. Not worth worrying about. Tell that to the nurse. He's quite insistent that you visit him, you know. You fucking skipped out. You were truant. You were truancy. You committed the act of truancy. And that's grounds for dismissal. Emmy pouts like I've just told her she's been grounded. He worries too much. It's not a big deal. It's just a little soreness. I try to resist rolling my eyes in exasperation. If it's nothing, then you should have no problem seeing him, right? Reverse psychology, she'll never fucking see it. Emmy narrows her eyes suspiciously. Fuck, she saw it. Did he put you up to this? Well, maybe a little. I'm just saying it. You know, I don't know. Yeah, he did. But that's not the point. I would have reminded you to see him anyway. Like you said, you were supposed to see him tonight. Come on. It would have been terrible to see you really hurt and not do anything about it. I mean, that would make it worse. And I don't really want to see you hurt, you know? I have feelings for you. I mean, call me crazy, but I kind of would prefer to see you happy and healthy. Rin's face is going to change. I feel like her expression is going to change. No, not really. She doesn't have fucking expressions. With each statement, Emmy frowns fades a little more, until eventually she's grinning a bit, albeit a little shyly, but still grinning. Well, if you're going to put it that way, then I guess I'll have to see him. Good. Otherwise, you'll keep worrying, and I'll never hear the end of it, right? That's right. I'll keep bugging you about it, and that way put a damper on our dates and our relationship. Now watch your face change. Face can change. Oh, never mind. How's the food, Hisao? Talk to the nurse, Emmy. What? Oh, how was your day, Hisao? Talk to the nurse, Emmy. Hisao, I think I'm ready to go all the way. Talk to the nurse, Emmy. See? Wait a second. Are we putting words in her mouth? Did we just... Whoa. Whoa. He just told... Wow. See? It doesn't work that well. If she doesn't fucking call you out on that, I swear to God, Emmy's a little slow. You don't say that. It's like the fucking first date. Emmy giggles at my high-pitched rendition of her own voice and gives me an affectionate shove. Shit, I didn't act it out properly. Damn. My voice isn't that high, jerk. I thought it was pretty accurate. But then again, I thought Ben Affleck's portrayal of the men in Pearl Harbor was pretty accurate. Even though it wasn't. Well, thank you, Miss Trivia Buff. Maybe I should set you up on a date with the Smarty. He's also a trivia buff. God. Psh. Emmy and I stare at Rin for a while just before we burst into laughter. Emmy crosses her arms and huffs, not offended, of course. You're both jerks. Such vile calamities from you, young woman. I'm stunned that you would call me, of all people, a jerk. I am of high class, and a good person too. Honestly, I just don't know what to think. Emmy sticks her tongue out at me. Nah, you ass. That's her word. That is her word. I swear to fucking God, it's always her one curse is ass. How can that not be a coincidence? How can it not be planned that her one word is ass? It has to be. Even Rin's gonna watch. Her expression will change. Fuck. So, Rin, how's the art clubs these days? Rin, seemingly as surprised by the sudden change of topic as I am, takes a moment to think before answering. I believe it's okay. Although Naomi keeps telling me to work harder. But I don't think he understands my methods. Just like no one understands Donald Glover and his methods of comedy. What the fuck did that come from? He always struck me as slightly creepy. Rin ponders his statement for a while. I've never really noticed, but then again, Stephen King never struck me as creepy. So, creepy people don't find me as creepy, because I'm kind of creepy. Understand? Creepy? Yeah. But I don't pay much attention to him most days, so maybe that's why. How often do you guys meet? You know? Thinking of joining Hisao? No, I can't draw. The best drawing I ever drew of you, Emmy, was a picture of a stick and a slightly bust around the chest area because you're kind of flat. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah. What? Nah, I've already decided to join a club. Really? Which one? Oh God, don't say science. Well, it's not really much of a club, to be honest. It's... Oh, you joined the tea club? No, I didn't join the tea club. No, I joined the science club, I think. But I just have to make it first. It doesn't really exist. Emmy looks highly confused. We have a science club? Not really. It's just me. So I'm a club. I'm essentially a club. Yes, maybe. Sal, that's not a club. That's you sitting in the room reading books. No, I mean it's just me and Mateo. I'm just the only student so far, and we read together. It's really weird. You wouldn't understand. It's high class society. Mateo? Really? I thought strikes her. Oh, is that what you were talking about yesterday? Your meeting with Mateo? Yeah, that was our first meeting, I guess. Yes, that was. We were planning on buying chemicals for science and explosions for science. Yes, it was. Yeah. Emmy giggles. Nerd. Hey! I have you know, the internet right now is looking at you, Emmy, and you just insulted the internet. So by God, you better arm yourself with hydrochloric acid and get ready to fucking throw it in people's faces because they are coming in mass. I warned you. Hey, I can't help being clever. That's just it's my fault. Hey, you know, I could have used your help years ago. You should have had a heart attack earlier in life, Sal. Thanks. As Rin decides to meditate, I laugh and then realize this is probably one of the rare times I've laughed about my heart attack. Hindsight. Who knew? Sorry. Yeah. The ringing the bell ends our conversation. I guess we better get going. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, Rin. You too. Stop meditating. Rin has apparently begun to doze off as Emmy gives her a sharp bump. I almost had it. I almost did Inception. Sorry, but you need to go to class. Wow, she's fucking tall. Holy shit. I disagree, but maybe if I nap in class, I'll get it this time. Changing locations is sometimes helpful for that kind of thing. Neither an Emmy or I bother what it is, but we decide to accept it. And on that note, we will continue tomorrow, Internet. I'll try and be able to put up 2 a day in the summer, so we'll try and get more out, so we can actually continue the Katawa Shoujo adventure. Much love. Chokas. Thanks again for the 100,000. It makes me sleep well. I don't know what the hell that means. Thanks again, guys. Really do appreciate the continued support and dedication throughout the time. It brings a warm feeling to my heart. And the rest of my body. That could be because it's fucking 102 degrees in my room and I'm sweating balls. Sweating on my balls. Just sweating balls. I like that better. Sweating balls of perspiration. I have to go. Z's waiting. That sounds really weird. I'm gonna cut that out.